Greetings, I'm Demonac, and it's Hearthstone Ranked time. Well, that last video was pointless. We're in exactly the same place. Let's see if I can get another win. One win to advance up to the next bracket, whatever. We rank 15. I'd be playing against, instead of the 16 to 20 crowd, I'd be playing against the 11 to 15 ranked people, who are all people who went to the trouble of winning in a bracket, of winning more than they lost, basically, because you lose stars with losses now. So it's another rank 16. These are all people who are close to advancing, so I guess they should be tougher than some of the other people in the bracket. Get rid of the assassinate. I guess I gotta keep those guys. I am gonna have a coin for the ringleader, so I suppose I don't technically need the backstab. The backstab helps a lot, though. Now, last time I ran into a shaman, it went really badly, even though I had this same start. Is it gonna be the same thing again? Let's find out. It's still the thing to do. It gives me the most stuff in play. If he doesn't have a forked lightning, this is very strong. If he does have the forked lightning, it takes 2 turns for him. He didn't have a first turn play. If he plays it now, it would take up like 1 mana this turn and 2 mana on his next turn. He would basically be crippled, or not crippled, he'd be unable to act for those 2 turns, more or less. Is it worth backstabbing this guy? It would improve my situation. It would mean that I could kill this, have total board control, still hit my opponent for some, and just sit around and make a dagger.
So many options.
Actually, I could make dagger, stab this. I'd only take 1 damage, and I don't want to use the dagger, though, because I want to poison it next round and make a giant Bloodsail Raider. And this is working pretty well so far. Let's see.
At me.
It's not much difference than being at 1 health or 2, frankly. And I'll make the dagger and not use it. And this works out okay because... Never mind, that thing I was thinking was wrong. I cannot play Deadly Poison and this guy next turn. The advantage of the backstab was I could have saved it for this guy and done like 4 damage to something on turn 3.
Ready for action!
Okay, so he plays a bunch of weenies, which actually counter these dudes pretty well, unfortunately. I have another backstab. Wow. I might hold out on this plan because I can just rock his roll. Like his 1/2s actually cancel out my 2/1s. I'm not making any progress. But if I backstab this, play the SI7 agent, kill the other one, I can do 4 damage now and have a decent sized army out here. I think we're gonna do that. He's like, that seems like a waste.
This guy's toast.
And he's like, oh, now I have no stuff. So now he really wants to Lightning Storm. Although, even then, I mean, what is he killing with the Lightning Storm? He's only killing 2 cards. It's 3 creatures. I'm not saying it's not worthwhile, but it's a little bit painful because of the overload. Okay. You don't have any 0-cost cards lying around? No, okay. I've seen people play with that, where they play with the 0-cost, like, heal to full and give taunt cards, and stuff like that, and just try and boost the crap out of their Questing Adventurer. I don't think the Questing Adventurer combo deck works very well. If you have a deck that works well with him, he can still be a good card. It's not the same thing, though. So, now what I want to do... This is super strong. That would let me kill him. This guy would still survive. Whichever guy I used to kill him would die. I could actually maybe just stab him at that point. And do 4 or 5 damage. I have quite an army in play. It would all be vulnerable to the Lightning Storm, but whatever I do is going to be vulnerable to Lightning Storm. The other choice is I poison my dagger, kill a 3/3 with that, kill a 2/1 with him, so my opponent has nothing. And that's pretty good. Maybe save this. It's not as good a use of my mana, but it does get out a lot of attack power. You know what? Actually, no. I'm going to save. I have lots of creatures out right now. I'm going to take advantage of that, use my mana fully.
My shield for Argus. Hey, lights out.
And I'm going to kill him with that. Because it lets me keep more damage on the board. If he Lightning Storms now, then I have all this stuff as a recovery plan. Knife Juggler. Manatide Totem. We don't like Manatide Totem. We're sort of glad that he missed, though. He had a 50-50 chance of kill. Well, not really, but half of my creatures that he hit would have killed him. He actually had a little less than a 50-50 chance because I'm a target too, and hitting me would have done no good. This works out okay, though. So, yeah. I think I'm going to take the time. I'm going to make a new dagger, poison it, put her out.
So many.
I'm going to kill the Knife Juggler myself, because then I don't lose any guys. I am going to kill the Manatide Totem with him. Do some more damage, and my opponent's really just hoping to get a Lightning Storm now, because that could still... It has a 50-50 chance of killing the 3 hit point guys, and it will kill most of my forces. You can play that, but it's not going to help nearly as much as the Lightning Storm. I know he didn't have the choice, or he would have just played the Lightning Storm, but yeah. Going to... How do I want to do this? I have a lot of hit points. I have so many hit points I can probably afford to just take the 6, honestly. That, and then hit him with this, and hit my opponent for 3, 4, 5, 6, 10... Oh, you're dead. Okay, I don't have to do anything. This is
Here
easy.
we go.
Alright then. That went a lot different than the other Shaman game. The other Shaman game, we just had like the right card for everything. This guy just never drew the cards that he needed. Do I not go up a rank from just like... I guess maybe it takes more than 2 wins in a row to get a win streak, which would make sense, because otherwise you always had a win streak if you were winning. Yeah, okay. Well, let's see if this will put me up to the next rank. Got my stars full. And then I guess in the next league you probably need... It's probably 4 stars to advance, so it takes like 5 wins potentially. Yeah, it makes sense that a win streak would take, like, would be every win after the second one. Because if you get 2 wins, then lose 1, you're advancing, but it's not really something that needs to be rewarded. That's just, like, the basic method of advancing.
The light shall bring victory.
He's rank 15. I didn't think I was supposed to be able to play them. I think maybe it works differently than I had thought. This should... Yeah, that's not good. Well, we're going to get rid of that and the Betrayal. We're going to hope we get a... Backstab. Going first is bad. Hooray! Going first is bad. I had fewer cards to try and delve in and get at that backstab or a Defias ringleader or whatever. I've just got, like, not a very good start at all. Come on.
Is someone injured?
That's something. No zebra. Oh, a North Star Cleric. Hooray! That is so great when I have, like, a bad start. Well, better play the 3-2. Priests don't have weapons, so the ability is useless. It's just the 3-2 is going to fight this better than my other stuff. But there are ways my opponents could just do 2 damage to this, which would suck. Or he could just power word shield her, which would also be pretty bad. Doubling her health. Okay. And Inner Fire. Okay, I was wondering, because without the Inner Fire, that would have been a pretty dumb move. But, no, that makes sense. Still no Backstab. You know what would have been nice? Backstab. Well, this is thoroughly sub-ideal, but I'm just going to have to play the SI7. Oh, you know what? I was thinking, well, he's the only one that can, like, kill her, but no, my opponent's going to heal her anyway. If I do nothing, my opponent's going to heal her, because he draws a card. Like, this is actually going to be a difficult start to recover from. That's the difference between a slow start and a decent start. If I had a decent start, I could have backstabbed her and front-stabbed her and then be done with her. But now I've got this giant monstrosity that's healing and drawing cards as it goes along. I'm going to play one of these guys anyway, because...
This guy's toast.
I don't know. Seems like the best chance. He can't just kill her. He can't just kill this with, whatever, Holy do 2 damage for 1 mana card. Backstab? Backstab or poison would have been acceptable. That, not so much. It is, in fact, horrible. Because I can't play him and play another creature to do 1 damage to her, which is only 50-50 chance, and stab her in the same round. It doesn't work. I'm going to have to make a dagger and play a 3/3 Bloodsail Raider. Because it gives me a slightly better chance of being able to stab her to death. But I'm not going to stab her to death right now, because it would hurt me a lot for no actual permanent gain. It's possible that hitting her for taking the 6 damage would be good for something, but there's very little chance that it would compared to the 100% chance that I would take 6 damage. Hooray! I don't know how I can defeat this. He's already drawn like 1 billion cards just from that. Okay, well, I want to say that was late, but it's not, because I couldn't have cast it earlier. Can I kill her without using that? A Knife Juggler, SI7 would do 2 damage, which should take her down. Unless the Knife Juggler hit her, I would still have to stab her myself, which is bad. No, I've just got to assassinate that. Which I hate to do, but I didn't have much choice.
Here we go.
5, 6, 7. So my opponent is, like, seriously 3 cards ahead of me. And all I have to show for it is -1 hit point lead and a 3/3. Oh, awesome. Knife Juggler. Basically, I have a 50-50 I probably should have just played my own, because this is just a 50-50 chance to deal with that. That was stupid.
Ha, this guy's toast.
Yeah, it worked. That was a stupid gamble, though. I don't like gambling like that when you don't have to, when I don't have a backup plan. I really should have just played my own and hit my opponent for 3. I got lucky there, but I'm still way behind because I just had such a bad start. Like, well, it wasn't even that bad a start, but it definitely... I had a slightly bad start, and my opponent had like a power start, which I didn't have the right things to deal with at all. Okay. 1/7 is going to be a pretty tough nut to crack. Although I can kill him with both my guys and the Shiv. I guess that's probably what I'm doing, because I'm going to Shiv him first, see if I draw anything different, but I'm probably casting Adventure Co-Mercenary. No, there's no point to that. That's not a useful card right now. So yeah, Adventure Co-Mercenary. I'm going to be killing this with these guys anyway, so I'm going to attack first.
Hey, lights out.
Increasing the chances that it does 1 damage to my opponent directly.
You gotta be kidding me! Job done.
Nope. No good at all. So this thing will kill my Knife Juggler unless my opponent starts getting really good combo or something. Would it be worth a Holy Nova right now? I don't know. Blade Master Holy Nova would be a pretty good move. I mean, it would still kill a bunch of stuff, so it's not bad, but it doesn't solve the problem of this guy. On the other hand, leaving him alive does mean I'm less likely to do anything useful next turn. No, that's totally acceptable. I am fine with this play. I have just enough mana that I can cast that. Still good creature, draw a card, and hit for 7. As much as leaving creatures alive is bad, they're 1/2s. They're much less bad than not doing 7 damage to my opponent would be. That sucks though. Arcanine Healer changes all healing into damage, and then for 0 damage, heal 4 to all targets becomes a very effective spell. I think it's all minions. I don't think it's all targets. So I need to kill her somehow. Do I want to stab her and take 3? Probably. I don't think that's a good use of Eviscerate. Even though my health is a little lower, I'm better off making a dagger, stab her. I still have a dagger. I can play one of my 2-cost guys.
Here we go.
Probably the Acid Ooze. Because again, there's no point saving their ability, and then drop another mercenary. It's not a bad turn, but things are precarious, and my opponent has twice as many cards. Stupid priests. Just have so many crazy things that can go right for them. They have so many incredibly powerful tricks. Like, each individual, like, combo they have has all kinds of flaws in it. But they have so many crazy powerful combos and tricks that over the course of a game, a couple of them tend to go right and just cause tremendous problems to the war effort. So, make a dagger would be 2, 3 to poison it, 4, 5. I would still have enough mana left to play him. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I think that's what I'm doing. I mean, I need to kill this guy. My life is way too low for that. But I would like to get 2 uses out of the deadly poison. And it all seems to work out okay. Play him first, even though it doesn't really matter. 4 or 5 damage. I'm still going to have to trade this. 7, 3. Of course, this guy's gonna get could get mind controlled soon, which would be pretty bad for me. Hooray! I still think this should be a buff. I still think that it should be possible to silence that. Then they could reduce the casting cost back down to 8. They could reduce the casting cost to 7, maybe, if it was possible to just negate it somehow. It might cause problems with the meta where it's possible at that point almost everyone would play with 2 Iron Beaks and 2 Spellbreakers, but what are you going to do? What am I going to do? This is bad. If one hits me for 7, then I'm in really big trouble. Killing it is going to be... I'd take 7 anyway. Any method I had of killing it would involve this, which is no good. If I leave it alive, which I don't have much choice anyway, then I can probably Betrayal and kill something next turn, or maybe kill it would be nice. I don't have much choice. I have to just keep going for the attack, basically.
Put this apple on your head.
I can't draw any cards to do anything. Don't switch the positions, you piece of shit bug.
Here we go.
Opponent's at 7. I can't even do 7 damage with stuff I have in play. But there's got to be some temptation to killing my guys. Silence, eh? Oh, that's pretty annoying. I mean, my opponent has these himself, so I can kind of see why he would play with that card, why that would be useful. That is a lot of junk, and the taunt one is what really messes me up. It makes it much less likely that I can win in any way, shape, or form. That makes it seem closer, but it's not really. And, of course, he did put this... Actually, no, I can, can't I? Because he made sure to put this guy on one end, so Betrayal can't, kill 2 things. But Betrayal can still kill this, which was a mistake. Now I've cast a card. So my Eviscerate does enough. Yes. I was so worried about that game. At almost every stage I was worried about that game. Wow. That was hard won. That's still not a win streak? I guess you have to have a serious streak going on. I don't know, I had win streaks before. No, okay, it did put me up. I misread the interface or something. I just missed something that went by. Yeah, okay, I'm there with 2 stars into rank 15, so I'm in a higher bracket now. Although, since it made me play rank 15 to get into the higher bracket, I don't know. That's probably doesn't work the way I thought it did. Oh well. Anyway, I guess I will see you next time. If you enjoyed this, please click the like button, or on your touchscreen, please lick the like button. Warning, licking the touchscreen is not recommended.